Hi everyone, and thank you for joining me on this mindfulness breath exercise that we'll be doing today. In this video, I'll be talking about what is mindfulness, the benefits of mindfulness practice, how we can do mindfulness breath practices in our lives, and the skills that we can learn through doing this activity and how this can be adapted for different participants. So mindfulness is being present in the moment. It's about letting go and feeling our sensations as we move through our day. In our everyday life, we are so rushed by everything that we're trying to fit in to our days. They are jammed packed. So this activity requires us to be really present to what's going on. It requires us to let go and focus on our breath. Mindfulness is also about being really purposeful with our movements and what we are doing. Mindfulness requires us to fully participate in an activity. That means putting away our phones, putting away any distractions that may take our attention away from the activity that we're doing. Before we start, I really want you to pay attention to your body. Pay attention to how you are sitting in the chair. Feel the paper underneath your skin on the table. Does the paper have a rough texture? Does it have a smooth texture? Does it have a temperature? Be aware. Allow yourself to feel the sensations. You do not need to change anything in this present moment. You do not need to do anything but be aware of the paper and aware of your body in this moment. This practice will require you to use a piece of paper and a utensil. I have chosen a black piece of paper, but you could use any sort of paper. You could even use your diary. This activity does not require a lot of materials. I have chosen to use bright coloured pastels today. However, you could use a pen, pencils, textures, or paint. I want you to pick up the utensil in your hands. How does it feel? Is it smooth? Is it rough? Does it leave a residue? In this practice, you'll be pushing the utensil away from your body as you breathe out and bringing the utensil back to you as you breathe in. Again, as you're pushing out, you are breathing out. And as you bring it in, you are breathing in. You could even say this to yourself. I am breathing out. And now I am breathing in. Notice how hard you are pressing on the piece of paper. Notice the texture of the utensil and the paper as it moves over the paper. You might want to change colours. Have a think about that colour. Do you notice any changes that might occur with different colours? As you're doing this activity, start to put your full body into it. This activity requires skills such as being able to hold on to the utensil, being able to manipulate the utensil, being able to position the utensil on the piece of paper, deciding when the line has come to an end and when it needs to begin. There's also problem solving, such as knowing what colour might show up better on the piece of paper. It requires control through creating stable lines and stable consistency of lines. It might help participants to see the different contrasts by using bright colours on black pieces of paper. This utensil might also require persistence and patience. For some people, using chalk and pastels might be difficult because of the residue it leaves on the table and the smudging that can occur. This might require perseverance and patience. It's a good skill to learn through this activity, that not always do our lines come out straight and perfect. For some people, having the chalk might also create a little bit of anxiety. Notice that in your body. To adapt that, you could also use different utensils. You don't have to use pastels. For some people, you might choose to use gloves. You might choose a texter so it changes the angle and the pressure required on the piece of paper. You might even choose a smaller piece of paper so the movements don't have to be as large, or maybe a bigger piece of paper so that it involves more of the body. This is a really good activity to use when you're waiting at your doctor's or your psychology appointments. Once you're finished, observe the different colours on the piece of paper. What do you notice? So there you have the finished product. Thanks for watching, and if you like this content, make sure to like and subscribe below so you keep updated with new creative ways of engaging yourself in your recovery. Thanks for watching.